I never touched the hands of Felicia Rashad, nor have I ever been pulled into the embrace of Rosa Parks. I've never sat and held a conversation with Harriet Tubman. And the closest I've come to Maya Angelou was believing that I was phenomenal. I never took the stage to scat with Ella Fitzgerald or turned a number with the famous Debbie Allen. Yet every year I pay honor to these historical greats. Yet this year I gotta do it different, see. I wanna take the time to pay my respects to history's silent sister, whose deeds never made it into the books but made it into hearts, whose honorable mentions proceeds from the voices of those who knew what it was like to live with them, like on Sunday mornings. We knew what fresh breakfast smelled like floating through the house from the kitchen. And there's been behind the stove, cooking for 8 to 10 folks, and a complaint is never mentioned. Remember going into the cupboard looking for cookies, and the juice in what she called the frigid dare never left. And the only demand to us grandkids was, keep out of my living room. The overlooked silent sister, you know who she is, that candy lady up the street. Beatbox for a quarter and a penny for something sweet. We're talking sugar daddies, Chico sticks, pickles, and pig feet, vinegar and salt potato chips, and yes, I said pig feet. From now and laters to big blows, Boston baked beans to Johnny Apple seeds. See, she was before the shells and the chevrons. Like if you don't have enough money, she'd still give you something. I remember climbing the fence to Miss Latham's yard in the quest for green plums, and the funniest thing is that we never got sick. And the church lady that you made it a point to get close to because you knew she'd slide you a peppermint. You see, history never recorded the events of the Princeton comb going through the strands of my hair, and there was Mama with 2 thick heads to comb to complement the Easter wear. And did I mention she had to cook? Yes, this is written for the moms who became moms 2 to 3 times over. She stood in the gap for her children who wasn't quite ready to be parents. This is for the grandmothers who've known splintered knees and bloody knuckles from the rugboard. The woman who taught that too much skin ain't in, and there is no shame in modesty. There was Granny Emma Dear, who always opened her arms to say, you are a part of me. I remember Thanksgivings and pans of turkeys and dressing and collard greens and mac and cheese awaiting us at Big Mom's table. And even if you was a stranger who came by to eat, she'd gracefully say she's able. Yes, and there's the cafeteria lady who knew your folk, knew how to keep you in line. And that teacher who taught you in school, taught your mama +9. See, these are the ladies who made being a kid worth being a kid. In no hurry to grow up to get big. See, I can still remember looking towards the porch, playing near the street, freeze tag and kickball and hide go seek, but we were never too far that we couldn't hear her call. But though I admire Felicia for her example through Claire, and Rosa for her refusal to break, Harriet for her boldness of freeing the slaves, and Maya for writing with sake, the eloquent sound of Ella Fitzgerald, and Debbie for her freedom of dance, I could never pay proper tribute to history if I failed to mention them, my silent sisters. Thank you.